It's your boy Swinsky back to you with another banger. This banger is about gifts and blessings that lead to self-control to get the life you desire. Okay, let's get into it, y'all. I know it's a lot. You see, I'm chewing gum right now. I'm on some chill stuff. No, this is not no regular gum with fluoride on it. I don't chew on that. I'm chewing on some different stuff. But gifts and blessings. Okay, gifts and blessings. To be acclimated into a gift, the only way you can get what you're asking for is if you stay ready and change thyself. Okay, it's not that hard. If I'm asking for something big, I know that it come with changes, right? Like something that I want that's big, I can't be the same person that's asking for it. Eventually, you're gonna have to grow into somebody else, and that's gonna be the person who obtains it, and that's you. But that's a better you, right? You can't be asking for this and that and don't think you gotta work for it. There's levels to it and you have to grow, you know. If you ask for something big, there's gonna be ups and downs. But if you sit there and you either, walk away from it or you don't continue, you won't never get the blessings. That's why you gotta stay ready and change thyself. If you ask for something big, you have to change your whole little thing, your whole little area, what you do, how you distribute your energy, all those type of things. You have to find yourself in a different space. You gotta love this energy. Like right now, I'm in love with Virgo energy. I almost cursed. This thing got me chill. I really love Virgo energy. I'm planning things. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go see Rod Darius. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Wave. I love Rod Wave. I don't know about everybody else. I love Rod Wave. That's my favorite frat friend. You know what I'm saying? He's my favorite artist, so I can't wait to go see him, making plans for that. But I'm just in a good space, and I hope you're in a good space too, because the 4th was rocky. September 4th, I already know energy forecast is September 4th. It was rocky. Today's the 5th. Come on, y'all. Let's stay focused, though. We still grinding, okay? But if you ask for something, a gift is something that was given to you without any repercussions, without any strings attached, right? To get gifts, you have to work for them. Like, you have to understand, something getting handed to you is because of your work and efforts. You get things handed to you when you deserve it. Most people don't just get gifts out in the open. They get gifts because they deserve it. And sometimes we, play around with why they deserve it. Birthday, celebration, congratulations, babies, you know what I'm saying? But those is when people get gifts. People don't just get gifts out of the ordinary unless somebody's, actively showing their appreciation for the work they put in, on a random day. But it always has something it always has something to do with admiration, right? A blessing is a beautiful lesson. A blessing is a beautiful lesson, y'all. So think about it like this. If it's not a bad lesson, it's a beautiful lesson, and ends up being a blessing. And most time people take their blessings and thrive with them, and sometimes people take their blessings for granted. So when you ask for something, be ready to change for it. Be ready so you don't got stay ready so you got be ready, Like if you asking for something, you better start adopting, you feel me? You better start adopting the new way that you operate. You gotta start adopting the new way that you think. You can't think like the way that you thought before. It's not gonna work. Don't do it. You gotta grind, right? And self-control to get you to the life that you desire. Come on, y'all. This is not rocket science. Self-control to get you to the place you desire. Without self-control and discipline, you could never get to where you want to be in life. I'm sorry, it's not that I'm trying to be this guy or anything. I'm telling you the truth. Without self-control and discipline, anything could throw you off, right? Anybody could say something to you. Anybody could do something to you. You could do something to yourself. You could fall into temptation. You could use impulses because you don't have any mental strength, right? Because that's just one aspect to mental intelligence, right? Mental strength. If I have self-control and discipline, I know that, it's going to get hard, but I'm going to keep going. Why? Because I'm disciplined, right? And so me personally, how I became so disciplined within my mindset is I use food, right? Because I used to be a bit, I used to be a bigger guy, right? So I used food, and food was my favorite thing, right? But I used food, right? And it still is, and I love food, but I use food, right? I stopped eating meat. I became vegan, and that's why I am very disciplined, because I sacrificed something that was very important to me. I don't know if it's sex. I don't know if it's drugs to you. I don't know what it is to you, but whatever it is, you can prove to yourself if you're going to be able to do it or not, if you can control and discipline that area in your life. Not everybody has the same thing that they are addicted to or can't control, but if you can control that one thing, you are 100% ready for what it is that you're asking for. If you're not, stop asking for stuff. You still got work to do, right? Because self-control and discipline is not, people always say, oh, well, oh, you're strong, you're tough, oh, I could never do that. You could, you're settling for less. It's a mindset thing. It's what separates people from each other, and the sad thing about it is not everybody has that same willpower to go and take themselves to those type of depths. But you can impress yourself by giving yourself discipline. You can impress yourself by giving yourself self-control. See, the problem with the world is everybody always trying to impress everybody else, right? Everybody always trying to impress the next person. I'm trying to, I got money. I'm trying to impress the girls. Oh, I got this, I got that. Man, I got money. I ain't show nothing. Why would I do that? I don't have to impress nobody. I'm trying to impress myself. I want to get to where I want to be in life, to prove it to myself, right? The only way that you're limitless is if you are your biggest motivator, you are your biggest comparison, you are your biggest, muse. If you use yourself as a muse, you are going to get anything you want in life. That's just how it works, right? So be mindful of that. People always using other people as a muse. Don't use me as a muse. Don't use them as a muse. Don't use anybody as a muse. Use yourself. It is time for you to motivate yourself. It is time for you to evoke the emotions out of yourself. And right now is the perfect time to do that. It's a perfect time to evoke those emotions out of yourself. Go get to it, right? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. No one's coming to save you. Go get to it, right? Self-control and discipline, y'all. That's what Virgo is really pushing. That's what it's pushing. That's what it's forcing you to feel. You're feeling that. Most people backs, they like, I can't keep doing what I'm doing. My back against the wall. This is not gonna keep work. This is not gonna work any longer. This is not gonna keep working. I don't know if I can keep doing this. You can't. It's time for some change. That's why Uranus is in Taurus right now. It's time to change your traditions. It's time to change your ideologies. It's time for your finances to either go up or get a little rocky. But it's your choice. It's always been. You are your biggest factor, y'all. You are your biggest strength. You're your biggest strength. And everybody else in your corner are helpers. But you need to look at yourself and say, in the mirror, and say, I'm my biggest strength, because that's who you are to yourself. That's who you are. Don't ever lay down and give some half-ass effort and think that that's okay. Don't ever sit there and feel like, oh, well, I kind of did it. No, you didn't do it. You failed. Try again tomorrow. Guess what? There's more days to try again. Stop it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Surrender to your problem instantly. Oh, I know that I can't get this done, but I just don't want to do it no more. I'm done with this. This is not associated to me. I surrender this. Once you surrender it, your whole mindset changes. You don't even know that why it happened like that, but it just happens like that. You need to tap into yourself, right? Tap into that person. There's a person there that wants to drive. That's why when people see themselves in a space physically where they don't feel they're happy, it's this moment where it's just too much, and it just carries over. When it's too much, and it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna work out. You know what? I'm gonna change the way I look. You know what? I'm gonna change my hairstyle. You know what? I'm gonna find this. I'm gonna find that. Because those are faded encounters. Those are faded events. You have to go through those events. You have to go through endings. The tower moment has to hit you. It's time. It's time for things to get shaken up. You don't want to accept that you've been running away from it so long. Things have to end. We're in their cycles right now. Things have to end. Things have to change. You have to be okay with that. I'm sorry, boo-boo. You're going to have to be okay with that. You feel me? To all the sweethearts and to all my guys, you got to be okay with that. You feel me? You got to take that one to the chin, right? Because it's over. Whoever you was, that's done. You are stopping you. You versus you. And you're beating yourself. And you know how to fight yourself. Why are you fighting yourself? The same way you beat yourself down, the same way you criticize yourself, the same way you doubt yourself, the same way you worry, is the same way you can uplift yourself, the same way you can love yourself, and the same way you can push yourself, right? That's all I wanted to come in here and say. I had to drop some knowledge on y'all heads. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Live, laugh, Twinsky.